You do not become a better player by watching on the bench. Everything that Josh Connolly Jr. is going through right now is needed for his development. Let's talk about it.
Shout out to Juan Gotti Talking Sports. You know what it is.
Shout out Juan Gotti Talking Sports.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career and he's already milking injuries? Like,
stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, and Shawty is the winner. You can tell that Shawty's no beginner. She's confident.
So it's come to my attention that some fans are very upset with the play of Josh Connolly Jr. right now, to the point where they're considering the fact that maybe Washington should bench him in favor for maybe Trent Scott, or maybe put Andrew Wiley out there at right tackle. But for me personally, everything that Josh Connolly is going through right now is expected. And the worst thing that you can do right now is entertaining the fact of benching the young fella just 2 games into his NFL career. Now, here's the thing that I would say, as you can kind of tell by the title of the video. Instead of saying Washington should bench Josh Connolly Jr. straight up, maybe ask yourself, is Washington setting up their right tackle for failure? Are they doing the right things possible to have him in the best predicament? That's a better question if you ask me. And if I can be truthfully honest with you, I don't think they're putting their right tackle in the best position possible. The first 3 matchups, if you thought Josh Connolly Jr. was going to be perfect and not struggle, I don't know who you thought we drafted. We didn't draft a first overall left tackle. We didn't draft Trent Williams. We drafted Josh Connolly Jr. with the 29th overall pick, meaning basically that's a second round pick. And his first 3 matchups against the New York Giants, so Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau and Abdul Carter, then week 2, you give him Micah Parsons. And guess what? It doesn't get easier. Max Crosby is coming to town. And next Sunday, it is going to be a bloodbath, more than likely for Josh Connolly Jr. But this is needed if you want to truly see him develop. I think the worst thing that they can do is entertain any type of possible changes, unless it gets to a point where we're in like week 6, week 7, and you're not seeing no progression from Josh Connolly Jr. Then that's where you come in and say, okay, maybe we need to make a change, because clearly he's the biggest weakness on this offensive line. You're not going to just single out Josh Connolly Jr. after 2 games. I'm not going for it, especially not on Thursday, because everybody on that offensive line got their ass whooped on Thursday. Not just Josh Connolly Jr. Nick Algreedy did. Our center Tyler Biadasz did. Laremy Tunsil had a couple penalties. Right? Like, nobody was perfect. So for you to just single out Josh Connolly Jr. right now, I feel like that's just the low-hanging fruit. I feel like that's just the scapegoat at this point. Because one-on-one with Micah Parsons, that's not his fault. That goes back to coaching. Again, Thursday night's game, for me, is more on coaching than the players. We were ill-prepared, and the game plan was not good at all. You got a rookie right tackle against Micah Parsons, mano-a-mano for majority of the game. What did you expect to happen? What did you expect to happen? Exactly what did. Micah Parsons ate him for lunch. Pause. And for me personally, benching Josh Connolly Jr. is only going to do one thing. It's only going to ruin the confidence of a young player. And there's nothing positive that comes out of benching him this early into the season. Again, I'm not talking about in the future when we get a couple weeks deep into the season and you can clearly say he's a glaring hole and he's the biggest reason this offensive line isn't the best. But wait until we get Sam Cosmi back, right? Wait till this offense truly gets fully healthy, offensive line gets truly healthy, to see exactly what this offensive line is made of, especially Josh Connolly. He's only got 2 professional games under his belt. And get this, he played my primarily left tackle in college. So not to make any excuses for him, but not only is it just his second game, but you're asking him to play a whole different side of the offensive line. So we knew it was going to be an adjustment period. But looking at the stats of his first 2 games, he's allowed 2 sacks. He's had 4 QB hurries allowed. And he's gave up 7 QB pressures. And he has an 18.9 PFF pass blocking grade. So I'm not saying he's been perfect by any means. I'm not even saying he's been good by any means. But my expectations wasn't for him to be good right away, if I'm being honest with you. Of course, he's a first-round draft pick, so you would love for him to just step right in and be this bona fide stud. But not everybody's like that. It takes some growing pains. It takes some games getting killed. It takes a Micah Parsons destroying you before you figuring it out. And it's not going to get no easier this Sunday. So instead of me coming on here and saying, hey, Josh Connolly not it's time to bench him, it's time to move. How about the coaching do a better job at supporting this young guy? Especially when Max Crosby's next up, and you know he's looking at the tape, chopping at the bit to attack this young rookie. Let's have some more chips. Let's have some more double teams. That's exactly what I thought we were going to do on Thursday night. Have a lot more read options in attack and making the pass rusher make a decision. We made it too easy for Micah Parsons on last Thursday. Make them make a decision. Don't run away from them. Make them tell you, hey, this ain't happening tonight. Josh Connolly Jr. is going to be okay. I truly think that. Now, he may not ultimately turn into a superstar right tackle. Maybe not a Tristan Wirfs kind of guy. Maybe not a Christian Darrisaw kind of dude or somebody like that of that nature. But he can be a starting right tackle in this league. But how coming to the conclusion that maybe we made the wrong decision or it's time to look at other opportunities through 2 weeks of football, you're sadly mistaken. You just truly think Trent Scott would be that much better than Josh Connolly Jr. right now. Again, it's not like we're going up against the bottom of the barrel pass rushers. Now, again, if that's the case, we have Atlanta week 4, we have LA in week 5, and for honestly speaking, Khalil Mack scares the shit out of me. So maybe week 6 is when you can start to truly judge him, because that's when it maybe slows down with Montez Sweat and in Dallas in week 7, Sam Williams and Dante Fowler and all those guys. Maybe you can start to judge him then. And in week 8, I think it's Kansas City, so maybe George Karlaftis or somebody of that nature, right? Like more guys that are good, but they're not like superstar guys that scares you. But he has to take his lumps, y'all. He has to. You don't pull your first round pick after 2 games. I think we learned that mistake with Emmanuel Forbes. And I think Emmanuel Forbes, obviously we know, wasn't getting the job done. But benching him, man, that just shows you're giving up on him. And you don't want to do that so early. I'm telling you, that's just setting yourself up for failure. So for the fans out there, for anybody out there that's harping on Josh Connolly right now, I say give him a break. I truly do. I think you wait, honestly, into maybe week 8 to make a decision on it if he truly isn't getting the job done, right? But through 2 weeks of football, you can't just come to this conclusion that he's not it and, oh, Washington made the wrong decision. Oh, it's Micah Parsons. It's Brian Burns. It's Kayvon Thibodeau. It's Abdul Carter, 2nd overall pick. It's Max Crosby in week 3 this upcoming Sunday. So I'm all for playing Josh Connolly Jr. I'm all for letting him take his lumps. He needs this. You don't learn from watching a lot. You learn from going through the fire and playing. You can't really assess different things or many things from just watching. Playing, being involved, that's how you truly learn and get better. And I think these are the games that we're going to come back to later in the season when he finally figures it out. Because it's going to happen. It's going to happen. This guy wasn't just drafted with the 29th overall pick. And granted, yes, I know it's more close to the second round than it is first. But or early on in the first round, it's a reason. The talent is there. But whether you think he's too small to play tackle, whether you think he isn't quick enough, feet aren't flush, you know what I mean? Being able to move, get his hands out in front, whatever you think his discrepancies is right now, or the negative things about him right now, may ultimately be true. But you gotta give him more time to see exactly what we have in him. You can't come up with this kind of notion after week 2 of the NFL season.
Before we get any further into today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, SeatGeek. If you're trying to go to a game, concert, or any live event, SeatGeek is the place to go. I actually got my tickets for week 1 against the New York Giants using SeatGeek, and honestly, I use it for all my event purchases. What I love about SeatGeek is how simple it is to find the best deals. They rate every seat on a scale from green to red. Green means you're getting a great deal. Red means it's a little overpriced. That way you know you're buying with confidence and getting your money's worth. Plus, they even offer protection ticket plans so you don't have to worry about your tickets getting lost or stolen. And the best part about it all is they're hooking y'all up with the code. Use JuanGotti at checkout and you'll get 10% off your first purchase. Again, use code JuanGotti at checkout to get 10% off your first purchase.
So, my better judgment of it is answering this question in the comment section. Do you think the Washington Commanders is failing their rookie right tackle? I mean, if I had to make a guess, I would say yes, because they're not putting him in the best positions to be successful, i.e. leaving him one-on-one with Micah Parsons, leaving him one-on-one with Brian Burns. You're asking for it. Now, I'm not telling you every play got to be a chip. He got to hold his own sometimes. But when you see he's struggling, when you see Micah Parsons is simply disrupting the game single-handedly, that's when I expect this coaching staff to adjust and step in and be like, hey, we're going to give you some help. So right now, again, I put it more on coaching than I do the players. But we'll see. We'll come back to this. We'll revisit this topic a little bit later in the season. But let me know what you guys think about this video down below in the comment section. As always, being boy JuanGotti, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 11,000 subscribers. So we gotta appreciate if you can reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. You have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a laundry.